now entered the Now Girl podcast.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Now Girl podcast, your weekly dose of encouragement in all things girl boss talk. Happy, beautiful, sunny Friday. I hope this week has been amazing to you and you're entering into a weekend that you have earned. Even though it's been really sunny and really hot, I found myself being a little under the weather this week. And I am shaking back as much as I can, so excuse my voice if it sounds just stuffy. But today, I honestly had a planned topic, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little like I need to speak through some things that are going on in the current moment right now. I don't know if it's been the hot weather or me being under the weather, but I've been feeling a little more irritable than normal, and I've been in this clapbacky mood. And that's really like, I am mildly sarcastic, but I'm rarely ever in a clapback mood. And I just was like, you know what? I don't know what's going on with me. I've been trying to think myself through this for the last maybe couple of days. And I'm just like, why am I so snappy? Why am I so snappy? And I've been praying on it. And I don't know if sometimes I over exaggerate this, but I feel as though it's an attack. Like, I feel as though that because I'm intentionally trying to be kind and welcoming and just in a better mood, I'm intentionally trying to choose a better mood and to be aware of the things that I have to be grateful for, that more things that can irritate me start to pop up. I don't know if it's like that for you, but it's been like that for me. I really had to come to grips and like spend some time with myself and really try to write down some strategies that can help me shake this feeling. Because ultimately, when I come across stages like this, I would say, this is what normally happens. I normally get to an end of a season and I'm like, oh, I made it through. Okay, now I know exactly what to do in this next part 2, or the next season, like of my life. I know what to do, and another problem comes up, or another circumstance come up, or another just cloud that was not invited just shows up, and it's like, okay, this is another emotional thing that I need to overcome, or a mental thing that I need to overcome, so I can continue myself on the journey to this vision that I have in my head. And then boom, something from the past comes up, some weird emotion or some emotion that you thought you got over, and now it comes back to the front of your mind and you're trying to think, why is this overtaking me the way that it is when I thought I was over this, and it is clearly shifting my energy. I am clearly more down than I was before I was thinking about this. And it's such a mental battle and a mental fight every single day that I go through. I don't know if everybody else goes through stuff like this and how you handle it, but when I go through it, sometimes it really can steal my time. It really can steal my joy. And I just been trying to shake this, y'all. Like, I just been trying to fight to keep myself in a happy state of mind, in a positive state of mind, like really keep it in rotation. Really try to intentionally get lost in something that brings me joy. And sometimes that can be hard to identify when you're not really being in the present moment. Your mind is moving 1 million miles per hour because you're thinking about tomorrow and next week and what you need to accomplish in the next 3 months. And then something from yesterday came up that you thought about that you didn't respond to correctly in that moment, and now you're thinking about, should you bring it up again, because this is something that needs to be responded to set the tone for your presence and how you're going to be moving forward in people's lives and how you're going to be showing up for yourself now. And here you are right now today beating yourself up about yesterday's problem and stressing yourself out about what you need to do in the next 3 months. It's so hard to clear your mind and be focused on the right now and say, hey, What can I find in this moment that can bring me joy, that I can enjoy right now, that I can engulf myself in right now? And I could be happy about this and this. That way I could create a happy memory for tomorrow. Tomorrow I could think about today and say, oh, I was happy because I did this thing that brought me joy. Man, I just never realized how important it is to literally set the tone. Like, you can get up in the morning and you can set the tone for the day, but you got to continue to check in throughout the day to make sure the tone is still what it's supposed to be, so you can still be given the 100% that you should be giving to yourself first and foremost, so you can give that 150% to the world. Here are some ways I've been able to overcome the act of not being present and intentionally creating joyful moments. Number 1, stop stealing your own joy. This is something that I can honestly say I didn't even realize that I was participating in. Whether it's continuously talking about a problem that you said that you were over and that you're trying to heal from, but you keep talking about the wounds that it left you. If you got a new job and you keep talking about what the old job did bad, if you got in a new relationship and you keep comparing this new person to this old person, and just because the last person cheated with their ex, you go looking for this person ex, and then it's like you are bringing yourself unnecessary fuel to the fire that you're trying to put out. Literally, like, this can help you be present. This can help you be present. Stop comparing the negative or the positive to anybody else, to any other situation. There is no comparison to you and your life, where you are, where you've been, and where you're going. This is you through and through. Stop stealing your joy by comparing. It doesn't matter if you comparing in a good way or a bad way. Just stop. Like, you can be inspired and you can inspire, but just leave that at what it is. It's nothing more and it's nothing less. Whether it's a good inspiration or a bad inspiration, or a good comparison or a bad comparison, leave it at what it is. And especially if it's bad, don't do it at all. Give things their due credit and go. Because I think sometimes we forget, even if we feel like, oh, this is good inspiration or this is a good comparison, we start to overdo that conversation in our mind too, and then it starts to become part of our fabric. And it's like, no, it was meant to inspire you in the moment that it did. Let that go. Take what you needed and go. Literally. Oh my gosh, this has been something, like I said, I didn't even know that I was participating in stealing my own joy. Don't be that girl. Number 2, change your perspective on problems and what they're sent to you to do. Let's just go over these few definitions real quick on what a problem even is. And I'm going to give you 3. So the first one is a matter or situation regarded as unwelcome and needing to be dealt with to overcome. Number 2, difficulty or a complication. Number 3 is the physics definition. An inquiry starting from given conditions to investigate or demonstrate a fact, result, or law. These are amazing definitions, but I think that this has helped me put problems in perspective in a physical way, to help me connect it to the way that I'm supposed to respond to the problem in a spiritual way, if that makes sense. If I understand that a problem is sent to me by a condition that I'm in, and it's sent to me to investigate what this problem may be or what it may seem to be, it's sent for me to go through it, to analyze it, so I can demonstrate a result. The result has not came to pass yet. The result is connected to the vision that has been given to me from my higher self, from the spirit realm. So I have this physical problem presented to me, and I have to basically show my work like we do on a math problem. I have to show my work on how I'm going to break it down and how I'm going to get this result out of it that I may not see how I'm going to do it. I may not see how I'm going to do it, but I know that I got to overcome it. I know that I got to break it down one by one because I got to get to the answer. If I don't get to the answer, I'm going to sit at this problem, stare at this problem, wallow in this problem, and make this problem bigger than what it is in my life. And that's going to steal my joy. That's going to steal my time. And no, we're not even doing that. No. Number 3. Make more decisions that's based in love and rooted in real love. I know we like to say this, and I think it has become we think that we love something and we're doing something out of love, but a lot of times I feel like we're doing things out of obligation, and we may be doing things out of routine, and it just isn't conducive to the energy that you're trying to bring when you don't really choose to do something from the bottom of your heart. When you really not making that choice rooted in the love that you have in your heart, it really makes it hard to enjoy whatever it is that you're doing. If you find yourself being irritated or overwhelmed when a certain person asks you to do a certain thing, or you find yourself continuously doing something on a schedule that you didn't intend to add into your schedule, let's not waste time on bitterness because of whatever that reason may be. Let's not waste time on anger because we didn't speak up for ourselves. Let's not waste time on regret because we didn't set the boundaries to take our time back. Let's be decision makers over our life, over our mood, over our energy, and not just commentators. Let's not just be making decisions and acting just because. Let's really care about what we choosing to do with ourself, our body, our words, our mind, where we choosing to spend our time, who we choosing to talk to, and what we choosing to talk about. Let's be happy that we made that decision for the day. And if you're not happy about it in the moment, take a step back. Take a step back and really analyze what you're not going to bring from this into tomorrow, into later today. Let's be more intentional about the mood that we're setting for ourselves in every single moment. Because this page of today is over at the end of the day. You cannot bring this same page into tomorrow's page of this big, huge book that we're writing called Our Life. So let's make every moment enjoyable for us because we're the main characters of the story anyway. Wow, huh? When you break it down like that. But in this process, please remember to be gentle with yourself, okay? Because you are always becoming.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Now Girl podcast. Make sure you like and comment on your favorite podcast platforms. And don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss an episode.